This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We indeed do want to interact with you live on the show. You can contact us at experience@experiencepros.com or put a comment on our Facebook Live.
It's time to interview one of our favorite all-star guests, award-winning speaker, talk show host, and media trainer, Miss Pamela Atherton. She's an incredible wealth of knowledge and inspiration and training. Anytime you get a chance to hear Pamela, definitely take advantage of it and check her out at her website, acloserlookradio.com, acloserlookradio.com. Miss Atherton, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. And I just want to say we're updating the website, so you can actually reach me better at pamatherton.com right now until we get that done. You guys know how it goes, updating a website, right?
Don't we? We just updated our website with a new feature page of you, Mrs. Atherton, Miss Atherton, Miss Pamela.
I'll have to go look.
Absolutely.
I did happen to see my quote on the front page, so I was really tickled to see that.
There you go. So. Hey, Pam, what are we talking about today?
Well, you know, you guys talk a lot about being an influencer. In fact, I heard Angel talking about it at the end of the last segment. And you talk about how this can really raise your visibility, the visibility of your company. And you know, I'm a huge fan of this. In fact, I put you together with one of my favorite influencers, Roberto Candelaria, Angel,
yeah.
that you now speak with on the stage.
So charming. Oh my gosh.
Isn't he?
So charming.
I'm so glad you two got to know each other, because I think the world of both of you. So one of those ways to gain visibility and to become an influencer, of course, is you can share your expertise in a blog or on Facebook or Twitter, or one of my favorite ways, which is being on the radio. Mm. And because this is such a booming area that people are being drawn into, there are a lot of people out there telling you how to do it. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of them are telling you wrong.
Oh,
right? It just is. I'm going to explain what I mean. I got 2 messages in LinkedIn last week that were almost identical from 2 different people. And Angel, you may have gotten one because you happen to be connected to one of these people.
I think I did. Just as you say this, I'm like, yep.
Yep. Somebody is telling these people to pitch talk show hosts, and what they're telling them is wrong. So I got these 2 messages almost identical to each other, except for what they were pitching. And it was connected to a request to connect, right? And it started like this, in all caps, interview me, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
I got that too.
Okay. All right. So, well, first of all, I don't like being yelled at, so don't do it in all caps. Second of all, you don't even know me, and you're asking me to use my valuable time and resources to give you a free boost to your visibility.
Where's your manners? Please and thank you. Can Mama teach you guys anything?
Right. So I'm gonna continue with what the message is, but I changed the names of things to protect the guilty.
You're a nice lady.
It said CEO/founder of Blurb Enterprises, thousands of testimonials, 25 plus years of experience, blank health problem gone in 30 days with a blurb session, blank health problem eradicated after 35 years, worst blank health problem, no more, blank gone, blank healed, and more. Let's connect.
We've never heard of you. If you're so special, how is it possible that nobody's ever heard of this guy?
Exactly. And it's spam. No self-respecting journalist or talk show host is going to book this guy based on the message. Am I right?
You are right.
You are right.
Yes. Okay. So I wrote both of these people back that had sent me this message and basically said, look, nobody's going to book you on this. No good talk show host is. And here are some things you can do to pitch that will get you considered. So, and I gave them to them, right?
That was so kind of you, Pam, because I just deleted.
Yeah, we just threw it in.
I'm now learning, and this is why I bring you on. I'm learning from the master of what to do.
Well, if I had gotten more than 2, I might have done that, but I got the 2. So I just wrote them, copied and pasted the exact same message to both of them. Nobody's going to do this. Here's how to do it. The other guy wrote me back and said, hey, I'm sorry. It's an automated system that was sold to me. I'm testing it out. Thanks for your advice. I've used your advice with clients, and I'm now going to consider using it for getting interviews.
Right.
So I said to him, well, I hope you didn't spend too much money on it. And because he responded like a human being, I went ahead and accepted his connection, and we're going to see what he does in the future.
Nice.
But here's my first piece of advice. Don't buy an automated system.
Hello?
Right?
If you want something, it's got to be worth something of your time.
Amen to that. The influencer business is about relationships. You just talked about yours with Roberto, right? Business is all about relationships. No one likes to be thought of as a target that you are mindlessly through software making a false connection with. And don't think we don't notice. Okay.
Right.
An additional problem when you use an automated system or you send out a mass email is that you're treating all of us like we're the same. We aren't. And we get pretty insulted when you treat us that way. So just like you said, Eric, take your time and do it right, because an interview on the radio can be extremely valuable if you do it right. And that's a subject for another interview. But the value doesn't come free. Part of your payment is to do your research on the host and on the program.
Amen.
So the guy who spammed me with the email I read was health related. And for the most part, you guys know I don't do health related. I do business, marketing, best-selling authors, and celebrities.
Right.
But you're not going to find an interview with me talking about some product or service that promises to eradicate your major health issue for the low, low price of blankety blank. A few minutes on Google would have told you that, right?
Right.
Google is your friend.
It is your friend, but it takes work. We all want that easy button, Pam, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to create one message, one thing, and just send it out to 1 million people, and everybody love it.
And if all you're trying to do is sell kumquats, stop it.
Right. And the thing is, that's exactly what they're doing, Angel. We've talked about this before, how many pitches we get a day. And you and I both get pitches for baby products and for new mom services. And tell me, would that be a good interview for me or for the experienced pros?
No, not for either.
No, not unless you somehow tie it into business or marketing. And that would have to be that very first line in the pitch. So first, don't buy automated spamming systems. Secondly, research the host and the program that you'd like to guest on. And thirdly, have your materials ready. And you and I've talked about this before, Angel, right?
All the time.
How many people have pitched you, and when you ask them to send information, they go, well, somebody told me I'd be good on the radio, and so I just was trying to see if I could get an interview. Do you go to a job interview without a resume?
Do you go to the grocery store without a checkbook?
Well,
I'm
nowadays
just saying.
You don't use a checkbook, Eric.
Well, I guess I dated myself there.
It's a form of money, shall we put it that way, right? Right. Well, that's exactly what you do when you don't have your backup materials ready. You're saying, hey, can you wait right there while I come up with what I could talk about and maybe what I'm an expert at? Could you just wait?
You know, Pam, I love this. And unfortunately, we're going to run out of time, but we got to make sure that our listeners know how to get it connected to you. And that is PamAtherton.com. Go to PamAtherton.com. You are amazing. Thank you so much for helping our listeners understand how not to get booked by the media and what to do instead.
Not to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna repurpose and reuse this audio over and over again. I'm sure.
I'd like to ask permission to add this to our class on how to get booked by the media. Is that okay with you?
Please do, and get your report from the experienced pros.
All right, there it is. That report that she's talking about is at massivemediaexposure.com. We'll be back after this.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.